What's up, guys? My name is Lucky. This is Lucky Lad TV. I'm your host for this video. I don't know what I still can't figure out an intro. I need to move the mouse. It's covering my face. Okay. Korra. Korra's over, and it makes me sad. I am emotionally vulnerable, just in general. Oh yeah, I don't even have comments on this channel. Because this is more of like a vlog for me. Anyway, well, because I don't want you guys saying, oh, he's emotionally vulnerable, get him! That's not cool. Anyway, Korra's over. Makes me sad. But I want to break it down by season as to the problems that I had with it and then the things I liked about it. Overall rating, 76 out of 100. And when people hear that, they think that that is terrible. That's really good. That's the 76th percentile. There are many other things that would get much lower ratings. Other reviews that you're going to hear me do, you're going to hear me do How I Met Your Mother. Because I only do things that I have watched through and through. Like, I have seen every single episode in the correct order. It's the only stuff that I review. The other thing you're going to hear me review is the new Smash Bros. Game for 3DS and Wii U. But anyway, this one's about Korra. But I'm going to do it by season. Season 1 was pretty good. It was perfect for the start. Season 2 was, in my opinion, the best season. And it also had, in my opinion, the most epic finale. And you'll understand why when I get to it. Season 1, you of course have Amon as the villain. I'm not going to do any spoilers for this, really. I'm not going to tell you the secret of the show in each of them. I'm just going to tell you, how they do it. Amon is the leader of the Equalists, and what they do is they take away people's bending because they're trying to make a world where everything is equal. Korra doesn't have airbending until the end of the season when she needs it. I thought it was a very good start. I don't think it was that great of a season, but it was amazing in terms of being a starting season. Because it shows Korra growing as a person, as an avatar, as a bender. It shows her grow in every aspect of life. Then you get to season 2, and you really get to see her change as an avatar, which is something that... Okay, the reason season 2 is my favorite is because, 1, it has the most epic final battle, and 2, it has the 2 episodes of Avatar 1, which are my favorite 2 episodes of all of Avatar. Simply because of the art style. They did it with the hand-painted art style, which is something that it's something that they did for the lion turtle in Avatar The Last Airbender, which I will review as well. That it was just my favorite thing. But anyway, season 2, you have Unalaq, who becomes Unavatu, because he fuses with Vatu, who's the opposite of Rava. Rava is the Avatar spirit, pretty much. And they have the most epic final battle because it's giant Korra versus giant Unalaq, and they're giant spirit monsters, and they destroy each other, basically. The reason that I liked season 2 so much is because it framed everything. They never explained the origin of the Avatar. They never explained the origin of the 4 nations. Season 2 of Avatar Korra filled in pretty much all of the holes that had been left unanswered. I honestly thought they were going to end Korra after season 2 because they kind of just, well, with one exception, which I'll get to, they pretty much had everything answered. With the exception of where the airbenders would come from, or where they would continue to be from. But at the end of Season 2, Korra opens the spirit portals, and new airbenders start popping up. Season 3 was the worst of Korra, in my opinion, because of Zahir, Pli, Minghua, and Ghazan. Those are the 4 main members of the Red Lotus. Here's why. They're completely overpowered. Korra was a fully realized avatar when she was taking on the Red Lotus. A fully realized avatar can beat anyone, period. They established that. A fully realized avatar can beat anyone ever, period. Yet for some reason, Zahir and his 3 cohorts are able to just body the crap out of Korra and beat her senseless with incredible ease. I did not agree with Zahir's gang. They had way too much power, it made no sense, and, above all else, Zahir was able to unlock some mystic power that nobody else was ever to unlock ever, that nobody ever even mentioned. There's just so many things wrong with Season 3. Season 3 gets like a 22 out of 100. Or better yet, it gets a 21 out of 100. I hated that season. The only reason I watched it all the way through is because I was hoping that they would fix it. They didn't. The other part about it is that they poisoned Korra with metal. That they metal bended it into her body. How do they get the metal in there? How is it that metal just seeps into skin? That's not a thing. You have to have an open cut. The other part of it is just, there are so many problems with it. So many problems. Sorry, allergies. But Season 4, just before I get into Season 4, there was an interview with the creators of Avatar. Korra and Asami are a couple at the end. They are dating. It is a romantic relationship. Get over it. I don't know why they did it. I have no problem with it. I just don't know why. I would have figured they would just end it with everybody with their own separate stuff. But whatever, not the point. Varric and Julie was perfect. They needed that. That was hilarious. Asami's dad dies at the end. I thought he was already dead, frankly. I'm glad he died. He was a horrible character. I don't know why Asami forgave him. This part has spoilers. I will put up a thing that says spoiler alert. If you don't want to know, I'll say warning, spoiler alert, mute. And then when I finish this part of it, I will say spoilers done, unmute. Season 4 was good. They kind of changed. They turned everything on its head. Korra was barely in the season. Korra showed up every now and again. They focused a lot on the other characters, which I liked, just because at the end of Season 2, I kind of lost my affection for Korra. I kind of didn't really like her anymore, because she wasn't herself, really. I loved the boisterous blitzkrieg Korra that was there in Season 1 and Season 2. Well, Season 2 not as much, but Season 1 Korra was my favorite, because she was just no holds barred, just do whatever the fuck she wants. Season 4, she was the complete opposite. She was broken. Just broken in every sense. And then there was Kuvira, who was completely overpowered. There was no reason why she was supposed to have that much power. But yeah, at this point there are no more spoilers for Season 4. But Season 4 in general was okay. It was good for an ending. However, no wait, there's still more spoilers. At the end of Season 4, Korra ends up opening a 3rd spirit portal with Kuvira's magic death ray. Why do you leave more stuff open? The only reason they couldn't end season 2 as the end of the entire show is because the spirit portals were now open and they knew that things were going to be changing. Now, at the end of the show entirely, they decide, let's open up another spirit portal. Because clearly nobody's going to notice. I noticed. And it's not okay. If there's another spirit portal, that means there's going to be another change. I don't know what that change is going to be. I don't think it's ever going to be addressed. And that bothers me because I need closure. But overall, I do give Korra the 76, I believe. Or 72, maybe? Compromise. 74. Because while it did have points that I did not agree with, it was overall still very good. The original was obviously better, but it was still a very good show. The reason that it doesn't rank as high, like the original Avatar series gets an 85, just because there are a few things wrong with it. But the reason Korra is lower is because by the end of the show, they didn't. Korra and Asami end up together. Mako ends up with nobody. Bolin ends up with nobody. At the end of The Last Airbender, everybody ended up with somebody. Everybody had their tie. I don't like that they just left people to their own devices at the end of Korra because it leaves up openings for... It leaves openings. This same thing with the Spirit Portal. The end of Korra lacked closure. And the show in general lacked closure. They didn't address a lot of things in the show that really needed to be addressed. Like, they never really explained what happens to Vaatu now, because we know he's not destroyed forever. We know that that's not possible. They never explained what happened to Zaofu. Did they ever rebuild the domes? What happened to Zaofu? Or is it just a thing? Is it just a city? They left too much stuff open. They need a 5th season, but I don't want them to because I think that they'll just mess it up more. But yeah, 74 out of 100 for Korra. Best of luck to you out there. I'm out. Peace.